The fucking disc got switched out. I'm gonna go plug it in. I mean, it's not hard, but it's a fucking pain in the ass if I have to go do it when I already started. And it's like, oh, motherfucker. Okay. Come on, Twitch. Wake up. Realize I'm broadcasting. Hoi. For fuck's sake. Alright, yeah, weirdo. I'll get that one then. She's gonna be weird and come flying out of there. Okay, and now you have realized. Thank you. Light. And it's time to put these on. That's why my hands felt weird. Hit the A button. Get it rolling in there. That's what she said. Alrighty. Fuck it, of course. I forgot my fuck volume was again. Oh, well. That works. Oh. Ow. Have to crouch. Yeah, I'm really surprised that that season is still going. I really thought that was going to curtail, like, right in time for the drop of D2 Remaster. But hey, whatever. Fuck. Why are you closing like a retard? Yeah, it sits better. Sprawl adjustments. No, I don't want it that close because it's weird to play with the fucking controller. That's better for mouse keyboard. Come on. Loosen up. Smokes aren't bad, but they're packed a little tight. And they don't smoke the greatest unless you kind of fucking roll and loosen them. Knock a little tobacco at the end. A little overpacked. Tiniest bit overpacked. Hey Lisa, how are you? Boop. Good afternoon. Ah! Fuck you, shoulder. Seriously, you could just, you know, not be a dick.
Who is responsible for this? It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Really, it didn't fucking save that I listened to this douchebag talk already? And say his dumb shit, blaming this on the poor people? Bro, they're fucking poor people, which generally means they're not too intelligent or educated. Where the fuck do you think they're gonna get the wherewithal to summon demons and shit, bruh?
That won't bring my wife back, though. Will it?
Seriously, generally your average peasant was none too bright and none too resourceful, for the most part. They're resourceful enough to survive, but not to be able to pull fucking something off like this. You have to have knowledge and access to all sorts of fucking ancient libraries and spellwork to be able to be like, hey, look, yeah, I'm gonna summon the Angel of Death and all his friends.
We stayed to fight, Robert and me.
Idiot.
But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
He's dead.
There is no shame in your actions.
There was nothing you could have done for him. No, at that point, he's fucking dead. Remember him. Honor his memory. That's all you can do at that point. It really is. I mean, I guess you could do it that way, but... Still, then really the blame isn't exactly on the poor people? Because they weren't the ones actually capable of doing it. And if that rich guy could do that... Yes, you are. And the supersized part is more about your personality. You have a very big personality. Yes, we know you're a big girl too, but that's not what I was aiming for. I didn't want to be a douche about that. It was just your personality is enormous. Hey, Case, how you doing? 1 second before you go. Haha! Witness! Witness me! But that's totally different than having the wherewithal to summon the fucking Angel of Death and all his friends. It doesn't take that much to behead somebody. Good, sharp sword, strong swing. Maybe a couple of them. Because, you know, neck vertebrae muscles are actually kind of tough. And it's a lot harder to decapitate somebody than the movies would have you think. It's possible, but it's a lot harder. But that's something that's in regular human means for anybody who can pick up and swing a weapon. Really, realistically, even if you got to do it fucking like 4 times. I'm having a huge brain fart. What the hell did we do on Monday? Oh yeah, your speed run. It's like, what happened on Monday? Brain fart. I missed part of it. I was kind of doing something and I came back to check and you were done. I was like, fuck!
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets.
See,
Barred the doors and then
they need a
squeezed
book.
through the back window to escape.
That's what I was getting to in the first place. You're talking about your average peasant. Most of them can't read. It's been a weird week for me too. I've been fucking flubbing my schedule all over the place, trying to just get things to work together and
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakus.
get everything coordinated and, you know, be responsible and shit.
Most scholars think it's underneath West.
I wanted to try to load this stream into yesterday, but I ended up getting a little bit sleepy around fucking 1:30 in the morning and went, try to hang out a little bit, and then I just wasn't feeling it, so it was like fucking 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I went, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. I can't fucking... I hung out for, well, I started getting sleepy around 1:30, had a bit of a second wind jumping in with somebody for some Quake Champions, knock out our dailies, and then I was fucking tired after that. I was gonna try to get to the D3 stream, but then I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to bed, and I'll do it in the fucking morning.
I thought I'd be safe here, but we've nowhere left to hide.
I thankfully just got something back about a job, but that's been enough of a struggle in and of itself too, because I mean, like, COVID showed in a way that we don't have to work the way that a lot of jobs still want you to try to work. It's fucking bullshit slavery, and like, we all knew it, but COVID really pointed it out that it doesn't have to be that way at all. You can still function and get all the same shit there without that. So that mindset of going back to kind of slavery is a little bit meh. Blue ink. When the hell did you put blue ink on your arm? Did I miss that? I mean, it's doesn't take a big brain to figure out that the fucking 40-hour work week was designed to keep you as a fucking cog in the machine and a slave. Ah. Oh, you you wrote it on your arm. I didn't catch that part. I was like, I had you in the background while I was doing something, so I heard it, but I didn't see you writing on your arm. The hell was I? I think I was running around in Valheim at that point in time, starting to mine, and you know, smelt my ores for better gear. Gotta kill the first boss before you can do that, though. Can't make a pickaxe until you get his antlers. Ooh, blueberry scented marker. Is that why you haven't washed it off? Have you just been like, ah, ah? It's really worth it, and now's a good time because they just dropped the big first update to it, Hearth and Home. If you'd gotten it before, you would have had to deal with what I dealt with. I had a couple realms, and my social realm especially was pretty fucking far along. Like, we were still only on the first island, but we had a lot of shit done on there and a lot of progress, and the update came out, and it reworked so many things that even though they pushed it back to try to get it to play nice with the existing coding, they couldn't get it to. So when they dropped the update, they're like, guys, sorry to tell you. Well, happy and sorry to tell you. Happy to tell you Hearth and Home is here. Sorry to tell you, you're probably going to have to restart everything. And I tested that theory. I went off stream the one day on the original Sovngarde with my character, original, like, Stigander 1.0, and started to try to play, and man, was it starting to feel, it immediately started to feel wonky as soon as I got into combat. And I was like, great, there's fucking, I don't know how many 100 hours gonna be gone, and I have to restart the realm and the characters, but we did. Got my 2 main Vikings over again now, and be honest, as much pain as the restart was, this seed is better, this world seed is better. It rolled us up a fucking ridiculous starting island that I have never seen an island this huge in the game yet. It has both the first 2 bosses on it, at least. And, like, normally what we do is after we've built up a little bit and, like, are able to make a little boat, we'll take a boat and, like, go around the island just so we kind of have it framed in, and then we can work on getting the land pieces because, you know, it's easier to do that to just skirt the island, especially if you have it in your first boat, which is just a raft, because the raft, you're okay to sail. Once you get a real boat, that's when the sea serpents unlock. And you don't want to go out too deep, or the sea serpents are going to fucking roar, make a scary-ass noise, and try to fuck your boat up. They're a pain in the ass. But anyway, getting back to the sea serpents in a minute, but we usually try to do that little loop, just to frame it in, and then we go do the land parts, which take bits. You get all the meadows first, because that's your first area, and that's easier to run. Forest is a bit harder. Forest has lots of grey dwarves, trolls in it. Trolls are fucking huge, and they hurt. They swing. They're 20 feet tall, blue, and they swing tree trunks. Arrows are your best bet. Particularly flaming arrows. But we couldn't do that on this island. We went to try to do it after a bit. We got maybe halfway before both my other guys were like, dude, I gotta leave. One was getting up to fucking start work at 5 in the morning, and the other one was, he had his kid, so he had to make sure he got enough sleep to be able to get up in the fucking morning to dad properly. We got literally like halfway around the one side, maybe the corner, but like it shoots, the island's fucking goes here all the way around, and it looks, you drop in from a Valkyrie, it flies you over and drops. I saw a piece of land coming in, and I thought it was a different island. No, we went over far enough to realize that this fucking island just hooks this huge fucking circle around. It's enormous. And speaking of the sea serpents, you can kill them through other means, but it's tricky, and you gotta like bait them into shore quite a bit to not be in open water in case they do crash the boat, because you're fucked if they do. And I've managed to solo one doing that, but fuck, it took a while. There is a technique that they put in the game specifically meant to be for soloing or just easier hunting of the sea serpents, where there are these floating islands, pretty much, that they're not actually islands. They're Leviathan. It's got little barnacles on them that you can mine, and that shit makes these chitin fucking harpoons, with proper, it ends up being a proper harpoon with a fucking rope on it that you can spear the fucking sea serpent and drag it back to shore. Well, when I was making the starting village on Sovngarde 2.0, which was great because dropped in here and literally it's right there to the village. So even closer than the first one was. It was like maybe a tiny little bit further. Making that look out off the beach and literally 200 feet out, 100, 200 feet out off the beach, there's 2 fucking Leviathans sitting right there. And I was like, oh! Oh, I'm not even gonna have to go looking for those. I mean, I might have to after those first 2, but the fact that they spawn there too also means that there might be more that just eventually start popping up after we farm those ones, which is awesome. That means we don't have to fucking go sailing all over the place to try to find a Leviathan, risking sea serpents on the way. Now we have we'll go fucking kill Eikthyr in this next episode, have the pickaxes, we'll just take the raft out so we don't have to worry about any fucking sea serpents, whack both those and get the things, and then when we can make a real boat, we've already got the harpoons handy. Actually, hang on. I didn't turn it off yet. I am going to open my Twitch for a second here. And throw a clip in chat of the first time I ran into a sea serpent. Drop that out. Is that what I wanted? Video producer. Clips. You're like way... No, clips of my channel. Way the hell down here. Oh no, you're a highlight. You're a highlight. Fuck. And you're like the first one I made. So wait, no, I had to go back in and pull that out. Copy to clipboard. Chattel. Paste. There. For your viewing pleasure. That was the first time I ran into a sea serpent, and I didn't know exactly what the fuck it was at the time. I'd heard about them, but I had not heard they made that noise.
Has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
Do you think our journey still has meaning at this point?
We fight against death. What could have more meaning?
I don't know. A nice evening in a tavern with close friends who don't all die at the end?
Honestly, Lyndon, that's something more sentimental than I would have thought you would have said. And I'm pretty sure that's a new voice line, because I don't ever remember him saying that. And I have played this game since it came out. Fucking... how long ago now? Like 10 years almost? I think it originally came out in 2012.
No way.
Get out of here. Ah, fucking fire chains. Ow!
I must wait longer.
That shit hurts.
Like an enemy over there. We are in for a fight.
Need more time.
Dablage.
I can't.
Hey, look, a fucking dungeon right there.
The attacks are getting worse. They'll reach the survivors soon.
Alright, Earthiel wannabe.
Still recharging.
Alright, come here, big boy.
Not enough fury.
Destruction!
Not ready yet.
Get out of here, bitch.
We've been here for days. These people can't last much longer.
There is a survivors enclave near here. Get everyone over there.
Loot! Glorious loot! Cadabras, see you lurking. Thanks, dude. Give me the shrine, give me the shrine!
Impossible.
Sup, motherfucker! How you doing today? No! Nice shot! Ghostly demon friend.
Still recharging. I need fury.
Be a nice big open area. Maybe not.
Need more time.
Get off my demon friend. He's Oscar, the friendly demon. That's canon, his name is now Oscar. You guys got some more D2R streams coming up soon? The killing floor. Well, that sounds like a pleasant place.
Killed us all. I panicked and failed my men. Now they are soulless husks. Only my spirit
I
was
still
able
gotta
to
pick it up,
resist
but-
the call of Malthael. Please put them to rest and end my shame.
Nice. I gotta get started on my spoon and shit. Just trying to like knock out a little bit of the other flavors.
Not ready yet.
Some progress on that, but I do have spoopy shit planned. See how the night ends up, I might be able to start in on it. Hang on, let me go break stuff over here.
More fury.
I'm a barbarian, breaking things is my passion.
My men is outside in the courtyard. Please slay it for all of us.
Alrighty. It is Kiz. Ow, you fuck. That didn't even hit me. Bro, he's hitting me with shit that doesn't even hit. Nice fucking hitboxes, you hacker.
Not enough fury.
Like, that was so off when he fucking hit me with both of those punchy attacks.
More fury. I won't do that.
You killed my demon friend! Oh! Why is that exploding? His corpse is over there. What the fuck?
Thank you. Nothing can bring back my men, but revenge dulls the pain.
Speed boost. definitely have to pay. Thank you for the host. I'm definitely have to pay more attention the next time you guys are gonna go do Devour too. Saw Grim do it, but I was in a stream the last time, and then he was done by the time I went to check in.
No way.
But I'm definitely excited to try out this new map. And it seems like they made some, because it had another big patch recently too. It seems like they made some adjustments to the first map, which was kind of buggy and needed it. Ooh! Stuff! Send the gift. I'll wear it. It's better than what I got on. And I can't be overly picky about the gear at the moment. Stomp Roar! Some of the fucking randomized names of the items in this always make me giggle. Kick Harbinger. Leap Story. What? Bruh. Okay, I gotta mog those. They're fucking throwing me off. They look so weird.
I need to go back.
They don't fit. Mog time. Stomp Roar. Was those ones? And boosh. We're good. Now my boots don't look weird. I absolutely love how many mini dungeons they packed in a fucking Act 5. I love the rest of the game, but Act 5 is just phenomenal. And it really, the changes it brought to the game really cemented it as the proper D3 experience. Because I will acknowledge that fundamentally, even from the get-go, there was things that were different about this from the past Diablos, and then trying to keep it in the same framework as the past Diablos, where you got your normal playthrough, the Hell, Inferno, and all that. It didn't really work.
Who was that?
So bringing it into the way that Reaper Souls did, where it's one just straight campaign run through the level, and then you get access to adventure mode and bounties, and then Nephilim Rifts. That was like D3's final form. It was a more appropriate D3. And I will, what you said the other day, I will agree with that. It does feel a little bit more like WoW. But I didn't mind that being somebody who's played WoW for... I'm done with it now, but had played WoW for a long amount of time. It was, when I was first really heavily getting into D3, was around the same time. Like, I had played it off and on, but when I was, like, aggressively getting into it, it was around the same time that Legion came out, so 2016. That's when I had first gone back to WoW, and I went back again for Classic, and then, but they kind of fucked it up, and the community's all fucking ruined now, so it's just like, this is ass. I can't do it anymore. I love the world, I love the lore, I love the races and all that shit, but because it's an MMO and it requires other people and the other people in it are so fucking retarded, I couldn't anymore. But that's it. It really felt like there was a cohesion coming between Diablo and World of Warcraft at that point in time. The way that Legion had gone and the way that the Reaper Souls changed, they felt very in line. And I was kind of wondering almost at that point in time, because the Legion storyline was having to do more with the Burning Legion, obviously, the demons in the WoW universe and the Warcraft universe, and was kind of expanding on shit like that. This one is just a straight campaign playthrough, but if you send me a message with... Are you on Xbox? Because I'm playing on Xbox. That's the other thing, is they never made this cross-platform, which I'm kind of surprised they didn't, to be honest, that it wasn't a... Okay. Yeah, just send me whisper me on here with what your gamer tag is, and I'll grab you after. Because I do have another character that's already 70 and has better gear. This one was just meant to be make another character up to 70, and... That's alright. Welcome to Diablo. Is it like, so you're just your first character ever? was gonna say, you're a little late to the game. The game's been out for fucking 10 years at this point. Man, I feel old. Fuck. I've been playing this game since it came out, and it's almost 10 fucking years now. Holy shit. But yeah, message me your gamer tag on Xbox, or add me. My gamer tag is the exact same thing as my Twitch handle. I lucked out in being able to get my handle across everything. So, you could add me, and then one of these times when I'm not on stream or whatever, I'm just happen to be playing, I'll check in, see if you're there. I'll bring along my level 70 wizard and just fuck shit up for you. Actually, I'll host... Hell, power level the hell you. I know how to do that. I'll host a game, and then you hop in a fucking Nephilim room with me. Just stay way the hell back. But that is like a stupid easy way to level characters. If I jump in like a higher level Nephilim Rift and you just stay back at the entrance and leech all the experience of me nuking everything, you will ding stupid fast. Unless you really want to go for the campaign experience, I'm okay with doing that. Like, the campaign experience is pretty cool. I like the story. Cadaver's up there, his brother, and him were talking the other day, and we're kind of a little disappointed on the story, but yeah, it's the easiest way to power level somebody, but there is something to be said for playing through the story too. Like, you get to experience all that, and the more appropriate leveling run. But if you just want to just get a character max and find out what all your skills are and be able to dick around with them and figure out to make a build, easiest thing is to have somebody power level you. Especially when they put... The hell of the thing is... I know I think it's a legendary gem. That, like, doubles the experience gain from stuff. Or makes it, like, insane quick leveling. I don't think I have that legendary gem currently. But even still, just a regular power level if I jumped into, like, a fucking Torment 5 Nephilim Rift, because that's what my wizard plays on. Right now is Torment 5. If I jumped into a Nephilim Rift for that, you'd level within 1 or 2 rifts, like all the way to 70. And Monk's a good class. They take a little bit to get going, but they can be fun as shit. I haven't actually played a Monk in a while. Thank you. Hey, Grim. So I'll get to that after the short, after the stream.
It's time
Words.
for the people to rise up.
How you doing, Grim?
No, this is the time for everyone to pull together.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
And cause more division when your world is being torn apart by fucking undead things. Great, great. I'm not doing too bad.
Still recharging.
I had meant to get this stream in last night, but after doing my 2 streams and then jumping into somebody to do like my champions dailies for a couple hours, there it goes. Just came through. I was feeling sleepy, so I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'll just go to bed, and I'll wake up a little bit earlier in the day and try to get to that. I slept a little bit later than I wanted to, but hey. Here we are. Cadaver said you were doing a horror game later? Or thinking about doing a horror game later? I've never heard of that, but it sounds like it's a My Little Pony type thing. I'll give you a shout a little bit later today, Seb. I'm gonna bounce out this stream and then I gotta do some housework and shit. But I should have some free time after that. Oh, hello.
Impossible.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a My Little Pony horror game, which I've seen a fair amount of. I've never played them, but I've seen that they exist, and I was like, of course they exist, because, you know, brony culture is a thing. Oh, none of you are gonna kick up any coins for me? Lame. Whoop. You can jump that. Come on. Because I know there's another little room in here. Unfortunately,
My
it's
pack
just...
is full. I am returning to town.
Oops. Let's go deal with that then. Oops, that's the wrong button. Okay. Now I can carry shit again. Trishula. That's a weird name for a weapon. Sounds like a weird, like, Transylvanian version of Trisha. Trishula. Hello. I am Trishula, bride of Dracula. Ah, ah, ah.
Not ready yet.
I will take that dablage. Thank you. Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
Where did you get this?
Let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king.
Or somebody
The
who
nobles
wants to
threaten
use you
revolt
as
to
pawns.
bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
And the fact that you know, you're just buying that and not actually reading what's said there is... Bro. That's actually a fairly normal fucked up position for a ruler to be put in. Because people are assholes. And those with power always want to keep it. And not speaking about the king, I mean the fucking nobles. He's the king who's got to sit there and go, well, how do I balance all this shit so it doesn't just become total anarchy? That's what a king does. Oh, something more squishy. Oh. Squish! I like extra squish noises. Okay. I'm pretty sure somebody is trying to. He's in one of these. I can find him in one of these things. Somewhere. There's a noble guy who's got him hostage or something like that.
I can't say Westmarch is terribly good wine, but that won't keep me from drinking it.
Like the taste of sour
Hi Molly, how you doing? Bob. Yep, we'll do.
I can't.
What are you doing, Step King?
Back to hell, dog.
Oh! That hurts.
I won't do that.
Oh, could you stop with the fucking meteors? Dablage, dablage. Thank you. Would you fuck off? Take that dablage, you cock. Where's to all the hulking? Hang on, I gotta go grab a water to hydrate. Yes, you did. Oh, and it's not, unfortunately, not visible on camera. But my newest little bauble to kind of hang out on my nerd shelf behind me there. Blue is my color, if you hadn't noticed. Blue controller. My mouse pad has lights around the end of it that's blue. And my previous mouse that I really liked and unfortunately decided to fucking derp the hell out. My formerly main mouse. And this is now my main mouse. This was my alt. I love it. Don't get me wrong. This is the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. It's really nice, but it's a little small for my hand, and it's a bit light. So sometimes playing Quake Champions, if I'm trying to go really fast and flick, I gotta like curb it so I don't fling the fucking mouse. The other one was a Corsair Ironclaw. Little beefier, a little more weight to it. It sat in my hands a little bit nicer. I love the button layout, but the fucking thing. One, their software for like the software programming for being able to program your DPI and like your buttons and shit like that was obtuse as all fuck. Razer's is intuitive and actually makes sense. And I had issues with the mouse. The initial one they sent me, there was something warped about the left click that it squeaked. That I could feel the kind of shovey resistance clicking on it, and even with the audio in my fucking headphones, like the loud ass audio from Diablo beating things, I could still technically, or WoW, where could still be as loud, where you're just smashing fucking spells down, I could still hear it squeak, squeak. Nice. So it drove me fucking batshit, and I knew it was, if I could hear it over the fucking things, I knew it was getting picked up by the mic, and you could hear it on the fucking stream. And it was just annoying to try to do because I could feel it kind of grinding. So we got another one. The left click was beautiful. It was perfect. The other one too, the first one, it had charging issues. It wouldn't charge nicely. Like it died a lot very fast. And then randomly the other day, because I had it set up for that a couple characters in Quake Champions I used the Razer for, Slash and Sorlag specifically, because their movement styles benefited from a little bit more light kind of twitchy, flicky type thing. Slash is very jittery type movement. Relies on the crouch slide and a lot of quick movement. Like for the crouch slide, you have to kind of flick your mouse to get some of the extra oomph into it. So this one worked better. So I was playing Slash for a little bit, and then I jumped back to my main, Doom. First main. Slash is my secondary one. Yeah, it was squeaky. And plugged the Corsair back in, and suddenly I couldn't do anything. And it wasn't lighting up properly. Well, come to call my wife, who's my general tech support, because she's a little bit more computer literate than I am. I spent most of the last decade as a console guy. I've only recently been getting back into doing PC shit. And to be honest, I mean, I prefer the PC for a lot of things, but I prefer the console for a couple things too. D3 being one of them. With the changes with how D3 worked, I didn't like it on PC. The improved resolution was nice, like the improved graphics and the ability to actually kind of like zoom in on your character and still do the action was cool. But the movement felt bad. Yeah. Yeah, I know your hubby's your tech guy too. Because usually when you're like, I don't know what the fuck happened! He's like, okay, come on, hang on, let me take a look at it. But anyways, the point was, I couldn't figure out what the fuck was happening. I called her over to take a look at it. She sat here for 20 minutes and went, I can't get it to fucking... What it did is it decided randomly to forget all of my profile information and things that I had spent a while programming on the mouse. And forget how to connect to the thing. And it was like, okay, I'm fucking done with this mouse, man. I love it, other than the fact that it's retarded. 90% of the time, apparently. Like, it pissed me off so much because in terms of feel and play and like what I got out of it when it worked, it was perfect. I loved it. So what we're looking at getting when we have a little bit more money is the upgraded meaner cousin of this. That's a little bit bigger, has a couple more buttons and programming options on it, and it has the light up again. So, you know, have little blue lights on it, the way the one did. But yeah, that's I don't even know where the hell she was that she picked this up, but the other day, wife was out shopping and she saw that and she went, okay, somebody's gonna kill me if I don't buy that, so. And I was very thankful. I have more cool little merchant shit to stick on my side. I don't know how much of that you can see. I know some of it shows up. You can see like some of my nerdy books and all that shit, but I have a lot of stuff up here. I've got these little beginning Fallout loot crates. So I got these little like Fallout miniatures. Saltron. Mr. Gutsy. We also got these cute little knight guys. Arm curls? Alright, hang on. I gotta spin the camera around. Set it in the right fucking place so it actually works. Oh, what are you doing? I didn't want to do that. Sit in the right space, ya dick. How many is that, by the way? I forget what that redeem is. How many arm curls? Alright guys, fuck. We'll start with the push-ups. Make sure that's actually gonna see me. Yeah, apparently. Let me reset this. Fuck. Stay on there. Oh! Did the camera not tilt to the right angle? I'm still working on getting that one kind of sorted out. I gotta pull the... Okay, I've got the camera mounted on my laptop, so in order to have that work, I gotta pull it off, stick it on my phone, and spin the phone around on the webcam arm that I use the phone as my second screen for. So it takes a little bit of logistics, and I'm sorry if the fucking camera didn't sit at the right angle for you to see everything. I tried. Lex, see you lurking too. How you doing? Nope, that's not the one I did. Made it that. We'll go down first. Alright, check that one. Finest hops.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants.
Yeah, no problem. I figured you were at work.
Rescue them.
All's pretty well. Getting to a stream I had intended to try to get to on like my heavy load stream yesterday. I just, after doing 2 streams and then jumping with A-bomb for some quick to knock out my dailies, I was suddenly fucking tired. I went, all right, you know what? I'm just gonna go to bed. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, hello.
I need fury. Impossible.
Fuck, get off me. Ow! This is Act 5. This is the final act of the game. I'm in the beginning parts of it, so it's probably still another 2 episodes.
I wish
The overlay window? I mean, I guess, okay, you know what, I could have changed. That's a thought that I can do for the future redemptions on that. Because I'm going to pause it real quick. I could do this. So a future thought for redemptions for any of those, should probably click that first. So it shows up better. Ow, you dick! Ah!
Need more time.
Yeah, this is the final act, Trauma. So I have maybe 1 or 2 more episodes in this playthrough. Maybe 3, depending.
Do you know why this is happening? It's madness.
Get your men to the Survivors' Enclave in the courtyard of the Zakharum Cathedral. Go! No way.
Weep! Get out of here, fucker. How's work going, Lex? If you don't mind me asking, where do you work? What do you do for a job?
Still recharging.
Oh.
This is not the work of Reapers. What happened here?
Okay, so Lisa, this is the one I was talking about earlier. That I think the king is in here. Nice.
Not enough fury. You're dead.
No, that's too sloppy for Reapers.
Death to the nobles!
No, it's not. It's not this one. There's another one that's like this though, that has the same thing.
It's time for our oppressors to fall.
The king is in the city, but we have a trap.
In the city, yeah. See, it's
This whole city.
he's
is
in
under
another
attack,
one.
And you want to ambush the king? Are you mad?
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies.
You guys are dumb.
I can't.
Because how else did you think that was gonna go? It's not this one. It's the one where actual Lord Winton is. Yes, your king is in another castle.
Save our city.
Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
Yeah, that is, he is in the city. Because that's what that is that you find Lord Winton somewhere, getting ready to kill the king. And Winton is actually like a somewhat respectable fight. Instead of those fucking peasant morons. Then die with our enemies! You do realize who I am.
No way.
See ya, bitch! Oh, hi! Take that dabble, Jordan.
Not ready yet.
Down or left? Let's go left.
Need more time.
Because I have a feeling it's going to loop back around to the down part anyway. Yeah. Does the other one not break? That's a bizarre choice. Ooh, you had a fucking lot of gold on you. Been fleecing the peasants, have we?
I won't do that. I need fury.
The ARP. I know how to build my barbs. Barb's my favorite class.
I can't.
And it has been said that I am like the picturesque, me myself am the picturesque definition of a D&D Path of the Berserker barb. I can't disagree.
Not ready yet.
Just wait when I actually hit 70 and can get the appropriate gear. It's even gonna be even more overpowered. And the Kai's Cube, some of the challenges from that. I'm gonna pull the armor one that makes it so when I do that, within 2 seconds I can cast it 2 more times. So good luck pinning him down and catching him. Yeah, so it did go down to the wrap around to the down anyway. Just like I thought.
Tell anyone here that I'm from Kingsport. They're all snobs in Westmarch, and the women won't like me. Assuming any of them are still alive.
That's what I like about you, Lyndon. Always an optimist.
I won't do that.
And actually, just as a joking on that, as like as well as comedy pairings go, that actually works hilariously well. Aside from liking the combat setup of having the barb and then having the scoundrel pew pew from the far, their personality differences are perfect. It's like a buddy cop movie. York's the fucking straight man. He's just kind of grim and realistic all the time, and Lyndon is the sarcastic comic relief. Who's always kind of just goofily optimistic. The comedy stylings of Jorgnar and Lyndon. No one shreds like Jorgnar, crushes heads like Jorgnar, puts hordes of enemies to bed like Jorgnar. He's especially good at expectorating. My, what a guy, that Jorgnar. Alright, have fun tutoring. Oh, come on! That's jumpable. I wanted a quick path to the fucking thingy. Breakers! Astute lance. That sounds vaguely pornographic, Wade.
Still recharging.
Oh! Nice punch. Sit down.
Not enough fury.
Okay, so the way I want to go is this way, which means I want to go back. And explore the other direction. Because those probably loop together. Wampus.
Wilt against my blow.
Ah! Get out of here, you raging cock.
Taste your fear.
Schulte. Yes, Schulte. Because you have a fucked up mind, Molly. Welcome to the club. What a fucking sound that was.
I need to.
No, I don't want to go back yet. I'm just checking. Okay, I'm only at 20. I just was checking in case I had to.
Not ready yet.
There'd be lots of loot. Sit down. Oh, hi. Alright, come on. Let's bring the party.
More fury. Impossible.
I guess that does link up there. There is a secondary dungeon. I don't think I've got this one yet. Nope, because I would have smashed all these things. That music sounds unfamiliar. Yeah, that sound is super unfamiliar. I've never heard that sound before. Huh!
They have my mother and father upstairs.
What the point of that is? Fuck you, Bertram. I'm not even gonna do anything that special on you. I'm just gonna hack you to fucking pieces.
They killed him.
I saw that.
Where's Mia?
I snuck her out back. Through the bookcase.
In the alley? There are bandits or worse out there.
Open the thing, open the thing, open the thing! Go save the child!
Still recharging.
It's a kid, you fuck. What the hell are you thinking?
time.
I thought you abandoned me.
No, dear sister. Never. Come with me now, Mia. Mother will be so happy you're safe.
Alright, just let me break your furniture a little bit. Everybody good? Everybody good? Alright. Hey, Breakables. Got it.
Not ready yet.
Oh, burbity. Hup!
Never imagined places like this.
Oh, hey, you're here now. I mean, I guess theoretically that's true.
Still recharging.
Fuck, I'm still used to having the 3 already. Rawr! Discord notifications exploding! Get you out of here. Did you die? No, okay. I don't want you there though either. I don't want that to pop up. So, turn that off. It's just to conserve battery. Alright.
I need fury.
Oh, yep, gonna do.
I can't.
Charge! Oh, oh, get out of that, get out of that. Shit! Dablage! Thank you.
You will against my blow.
Bitch! Woo! Muns. Oh! Plague tunnels. This is a nice long dungeon. Fuck you guys.
Not ready yet.
Get Shrek'd, son. Look at that. Persuader. It's large and spiky. Well, I guess it's gonna be persuasive. Also, with that description and that name, it kind of sounds like it's a dildo. The Persuader. Nope. Fire bad, tree pretty. Give me the dablage. How you doing, Chibi? Welcome to the stream. Fuck! Get out of that shit! Get out of that shit!
No way.
That one can't slow that one down. That's not a missile. Whoop! Whoop! Don't want to get stuck in the frozen bad.
I can't.
Ah!
Not enough fury.
Rats! I have not actually played a whole shit ton of D2. I tried to get into it back in the day with like the original D2, back when I was in college, and I kept having issues with it, like the old CD key error thing and like that. I couldn't actually play the game, and I have not picked up the D2ER. For D3, by the Reaper of Souls expansion. The original D3 is a weird half-breed between for D3, get the Reaper of Souls expansion. If you can get the Eternal one that adds the Necromancer in too. The Reaper of Souls is kind of what made D3 properly D3. Before that, there was enough fundamental differences that it wasn't exactly in line with the other Diablos, but how they framed it, doing like the normal playthrough, the Hell playthrough, Inferno, and all that, was like the old school Diablo styling, and it didn't really work with the way that how this differs in playstyle. It's a little quicker, more action-oriented. Yeah, unfortunately, this fucking game doesn't go on sale a lot. It really should. It's almost 10 years old at this point, and they just dropped D2R. Like, it should come down in price a little bit. But I mean, hey, this is Blizzard we're talking about. Christmas, maybe, yeah. It's, but no, to prove how worthy it is, dude, it's almost 10 years old, and I'm still playing the shit out of this game and loving it. It's more than worth it. Definitely will tell you, though, I will recommend one thing when you play. Put that on. Elective mode. Elective mode infinitely increases your build potential and play fun with the game. Instead of being locked to... Oh yeah, I've beaten it so many fucking times, but yeah, always put elective mode on. Why that matters is your skill category, right? Your primary. If you don't put elective mode on for the A button, for example, you can only choose between those 4 skills in their rooms. With elective mode on, I can pick any skill from any category and map it to any button. So you could have infinite possibilities of builds. I could sit here and make... Barbarian's my favorite class. I could sit here for a fucking whole year, realize I wouldn't because I'm interested in playing other games, but for example, of the idea of it, I could sit here and make nothing but Barbarians for a year and probably never make the exact same build. And it becomes even more when you factor in like the legendary items and what some of the effects that they can do. For example, one of the legendary items that I'm going to get for the power, I'm going to take the power from and put on because you can get that later with the adventure mode, Kanai's Cube. You can take powers from weapons, legendary weapons, armor, and trinkets, and you can wear your normal ones to get all the bonuses from that, and then basically you apply one extra one for each slot. There's one I'm going to use that allows me to do my leap skill. Within 2 seconds of casting it, I can do it again. So whoop, 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 all over the place. It's great for mobility, for just speed running, or for getting the fuck out of jail. Jail is literally a thing, it's one of the enemy things is they'll stick you in a little jail and you can't move. Unless you use like a movement skill like that to get out of it. That's one of the, like... I do want to pick up D2R and actually have the proper classic Diablo experience, but I love D3 for the flexibility and openness that it brought to it. And they set that playstyle up a little bit more where you could... Sometimes you can just pop in for a quick 5-10 minutes or maybe a half an hour play and still feel like you're getting some shit done.
Impossible.
I'm gonna go back and get that corner.
Need more time.
Because this is Diablo, and even that tiniest little fucking corner in a dungeon, always explore it. Always explore it. Because there could be a chest there with a really fucking good item in it. There could not be, but there's always that possibility. It's Diablo. Always explore every corner of a map. If Cadaverous and Grim were still hanging out here, I'm sure they would second that for sure. Grim's at work, and I'm not sure what Cadaverous is doing right now, so I know Grim had to pop off. Lex, I appreciate you hanging out while you're at work.
More fury.
Yo, rat bastard. Oh, and it's gonna connect. Cool. I love when a plan comes together. Ass name. That would disembowel somebody, for sure. Dabblage. Ooh, more rats and more dabblage. I'll take it. Grandfather flail. Does that mean I'm supposed to beat old people with it? Because if so, that seems a little hardcore, Diablo.
The repository of bones, commonly called the plague tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
Except the thing was, the thing with that is there's two separate dungeons. There's the plague tunnels, and then in the other part of Westmarch later, when you've got to chase back through to find Urzael when it's fucking burning, there's another one that's like that that's called the Repository of Bones. Ah.
I've been all over Westmarch, but I've never seen this place.
It seems like a good hiding spot for a thief.
Thieves have standards. They're just very low.
I mean, good hiding spot on the sense of avoiding detection, because not a lot of people are gonna fucking go down here or think to look down here, but not a great hiding spot because it's probably fucking horribly filthy and riddled with disease.
Can't we go through the ice instead?
Looks extra tanky down here. Shit. I know. Yep, that's this one. This one hurts. At least they're slow. Hit the fucking thing. Oh no, I gotta kill them. I can't break it on this one. Fuck, right. What the hell was it? How the fuck was that? That was weird as hell. They're like, the axes were canceling on nothing. Eh!
I won't do that.
Get out! Also, shouldn't they be getting burned by the fire too? I mean, realistically, it's a fucking flamethrower. Ow. Ow!
I wish I could do that.
Did not mean to do that. Suck it, I win. Ah! Damn it, maybe not.
No
not
way.
yet. Oh my god, that one's up. And now they move fast. Oh, get out, get out, get out! Ah!
I must wait longer.
Not into the fire, Jorg!
I wish I could do that.
Where's the last one? Come here, you fuck. Alright, come on, Belil. Belil! Ah! Belil! What the fuck was that move? I don't remember her doing that. Oh, my face! It hurts! It burns! The fire! No, no, no. I want them. I want them. Shit! Baloo! Oh! Oh! Out of there! Out of there! Oh god! Oh god! 9! 9!
I wish I could do that.
Oh shit! Thank you! Please die. That fire shit was getting old. Thanks for the shot, Lyndon. I'm going to open my chest now. And put out that smoke. Excuse me. Kurt Keon. Carry Keon. That's a fucking weird ass weapon name. Needs more pro-ham. Hey, Dread. How you doing?
I can't.
Oh! Give me the dabblage. Secondary dabblage. Tertiary dabblage. Give. Whoop. Drop out of that. Oh! Quad and quint dabblage.
That's how we do it in Kingsport.
Err. Like, just shitty seasonal change sick, or did you get the damn plague? Yes, chubby boy, those are my weights. What are you doing? Weird cat, can you stop sniffing my weights? Nurse! Now, hopefully you are one of the people with more mild symptoms, because I have heard it kind of ranges all over the place. It doesn't actually quite discriminate on the, you know, age thing like they originally thought. Oh no! Fucking plague rats. So it would seem that somebody, not you, was not a responsible parent, and therefore caused more people to get it. If your kid has fucking symptoms, man, don't send them to school to infect other fucking kids.
Was she dear to you?
Yes, and so was Tiana, and Joelle, and Andrea.
Break stuff! Yeah, I've heard that doesn't exactly always work either, because there's the variant strains and that shit too, and some people the vax never fully takes in your system or whatever.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, But I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
Controlling the Soul Crucible, but not for long.
Sup, bitch!
You're right about that.
I won't do that. Impossible.
Dabblage. Thank you. Thank you for the follow.
I won't do that.
And waiting for it to show up on my screen. Ah. Zep, thank you for the follow, dude. Fuck!
I can't.
Gotta whack these other corpse files. A whack a corpse! The dementedly morbid game of whack-a-mole. Fun for the whole family.
Call the darkness down upon your...
Alright, fucking early 2000s goth bitch. You have all the darkness upon yourself. Life is pain. I'm still in the middle of stream, bro. I'll get you after, alright? Oh yeah.
Thank you.
That's not a killable corpse pile. Miriam's in there.
Save me.
So I gotta wrap up the stream and I gotta do a little bit of shit around the house, dude, but I will try to get to you
How could you know that?
before too much longer. I did not mean to actually skip that.
One crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more.
She comes in with a
No time to wait. We must be on our way.
You have brought the darkness upon yourself, mortal. I'm like, alright, early 2000s goth bitch. Yes. You right. Is that your version of like the obscene breathing phone call, Malthael? Nephilim.
Malthael, he's watching you.
I mean, I figured as much. I've been only playfully.
Disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
Cause that's oh so angelic. I mean, let's be real here. Whoever bought that, you know, the angels were these merciful, beautiful things is an idiot. Supernatural had it right. Angels are probably fucking huge dicks. Dicks with wings.
You should get to the Survivors' Enclave. It is not safe out here.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, Let's just say...
Ah! Didn't mean to go back through.
need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes, if I am ever to sleep again.
That's fair. I wanted to break the candelabra. That's a hoity-toity word. Candelabra. Thank you. Oh, I forgot he turned into bats. Whoop! Get out of here with your fucking slip and slide, bitch. No! No slip and slide!
I won't do that.
Ah, come on, bad boy, get me out of the corner. I see you with your slip and slide bullshit. No. I'm gonna take that tablet orb, and I'm gonna shove it up your anus.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know of Leah?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Well, it's funny because she's kind of like a fourth wall break. Because she still shows up for you once you've had her unlocked period, like the first time you actually make a character go through Act 5. She shows up for you. Like, if you go back and watch the previous episode, she's been there through the whole thing. I've been able to mog, been able to do all the shit. And then she talks, like, things that are going to happen or that is happening, and then this here. So it's just an interesting fourth wall break.
Sometimes I feel we've toured every graveyard in the West.
It's possible. Graveyard, like, good adventure game fodder. Come on in! Let's go. Get off! Ya bitch! Like that. Heh.
I can't.
I mean, we could all use more jiggle, right? Swift Flesh Mauler. Oh, that's a name.
Need more time.
Can I? That was fucking weird. I literally got stuck on that wall. Like pixel clipped it or something. They had to have knockback. That's the only thing that makes sense for fucking. What did I call him? Shit, I don't remember his name now. Well, the one is just a walk-on for now. She doesn't actually fight. She's the transmog woman. The guy with the bow actually fights. The little demon thing fights, but that's the bonus from... that axe in the left hand there, the kind of greenish one, that's a legendary axe with the bonus effect that everyone, when it procs, it summons a spirit of a demon. So yeah, you can end up with that way. And then the little guy next to me, that's just a non-combat pet. No, he's one of the pets that you can get. There's menagerie goblins in the thing now that will drop shit tons of different pets. All they do is they gather your gold for you. But I thought Liam was kind of appropriate, you know. It was just kind of, this is my little son. It allows me to make hilarious, you know, goofy shit where if he happens to be running through somewhere and a monster throws an attack, it's, how dare you swing at my son! He's only a boy!
Please. A monstrosity infests my family's crypt, and there's no one to protect it.
You can get it that way sometimes, like, if I had Lyndon the axe and in any of the previous axe story part. Yeah, pretty much. I got a pet orphan.
Not ready yet.
If it was in any of the, like, Act 1 to 3, certain parts there I have Leah with me, so I can have fucking 3 actual fighters with me.
Need more time.
There's certain builds and shit you can do that you get, like, a whole fucking just troop of people.
No way.
Thank you, hero. We can all rest now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Necro and Witch Doctor are, like, your cheat hacks for that, because you can just make an army. I had kind of reset what my characters were a little bit to, like, start over. Witch Doctors are fun. They take a little bit to get going, and they're definitely a more advanced class to get better shit out of because their skills are really kind of random and weird. But fuck, they're fun. The way I always looked at them was, for me, coming from WoW, they were a kind of interesting mixture of a shaman and a warlock.
A wandering hero, just in time to protect me as I grab these last trinkets. We'll split it, eh?
All right, Robert.
Promising. Keep watch. If I get eaten, I blame you. Ah, nothing.
Impossible.
I mean, I wouldn't say nothing. Yeah, pissed off a bunch of corpses. I both do and don't. I made a second return recently for the classic. Played through vanilla because I never got the vanilla experience when I started originally. I started at Burning Crusade, and I was all excited to go back into Burning Crusade as someone who was not a noob.
I can't.
But they changed some certain things about the game, and to be honest, if anything, the fucking community likely only regressed. At the very least, they did not evolve with the times. It's still a bunch of just idiots, and like,
oh, no.
I love the world. I love, like, the lore. I love the races, the zones, and shit like that, and how massive it is that you could just live there, technically. It's just the fact that it was an MMO and required you to partner with other people, and most of those people are fucktarded.
Impossible. Still recharging.
And it was just kept starting to fall out of it and find it harder and harder to spend and put time into it, even though I'd wanted to.
This is the one. I can feel it.
I kind of miss my my main back in the Legion days, where my first return to WoW was. That was a prot pally that was Blood Elf prot pally that was ridiculous.
I'm off to find the nearest abandoned tavern.
And I kind of, I do kind of miss my warrior that I made coming back, my warrior tank that I made coming back from the classic, Mutaro, Tauren. Yes, it's, by the way, if anybody caught that, Mutaro, it's a cow-themed Mortal Kombat reference.
Need more time.
And I kind of missed my Dwarf Hunter that I was playing around with Dwarf. But I couldn't justify it anymore with not being able to put any time into it. Having kind of just most of my experiences I was trying to have with it be ruined by idiots. And really, the fucking $15 a month, what was I paying it for? Yeah, no problem.
I won't do that.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much
I
to
was
be
spending much
joyful
more
about.
time playing Quake Champions in Valheim, which
I have learned that in terrible situations
QC's
it is
free.
better to laugh than to cry.
Yes, I've spent money on it
Perhaps
to,
you have
you
lost
know,
as
buy
much
some
as
shit
I
here
will
and there
understand.
for different skins or the battle pass or whatever. But to play the game in the first place, you don't have to, you don't have to spend that money. I just chose to. And Valheim, I paid the fucking $25 to buy it in the first place, and from there, the big update was free. They didn't charge you anything for that big update, which is more or less kind of an expansion, sort of, because it retools a whole bunch of stuff, and they're like laying it in to add more and rework some of the final zones that they didn't get around to populating yet for the first part, because I think it's still technically early access. It may even be out of early access now that the first update's out, but I was spending so much more time in that in Quake Champions that, where I didn't have to pay $15 a fucking month. It was just like, I'm done. You will always have a place in my heart, World of Warcraft, and in my memories for the good times I had with you, but you're not the same anymore.
Tell me, does this constant death and destruction ever end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why don't I believe you?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are so jealous that they never believe you can be happy and content.
Impossible.
And what does that word mean? Solcharis? I feel like that's in your, you know, Vishan language. That I don't know. The same as, you know, Celdo and stuff like that. It sounds vaguely Italian in the stylings and the way that they're saying the words, but
I won't do that.
And yep, there's your second half.
No way.
Whee! Get Fury Wax back up.
I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
You know, I've never seen him eat.
Skinny? Jorg? I don't think so. He's not fat, but definitely not what I would call skinny.
I can't.
He is a thick with two C's muscular boy. Also, I'm just fucking awesome right now, guys. They have 9 people in the chat, and like most of you have been fairly active. That is fantastic. Thank you. Really, thank you. And that's what the point of doing this playthrough was in the first place, was thank you, because when I started it, it was as a celebration for, oh shit, I hit 100 followers. You should probably fucking do something for that. And then literally the next day, I got an email from Twitch that was like, hey, you made affiliate. It's like, well, now I definitely have to do something for that. I mean, it's a ways back now. I've even been doing this for a month and a half, 2 months almost, that I've been kind of bouncing around doing this. I didn't actually do one for my first sub. But my first sub was my wife, as was to be expected, and I think I was her first sub as well when she hit affiliate. She actually hit affiliate before I did. Which, not to, like, I was happy for her and everything, and that was really cool, but that was part of what kind of led to me having a little bit of a downstrike right before I got affiliate. I was feeling a little bit down on my streams and shit like that, and I just, because I had less active people in chat, less active people showing up, and I mean, I was still getting views, which was cool, but a lot of them, it's still, the majority of my views are on the VODs after, as opposed to people coming in. Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much. Did we make a sub noise? I think I just heard it go off, but it was in the middle of me smashing things. Thank you very much, Lex.
Not ready yet.
Ah! I appreciate it, my dude. Fucking, would you just get out of here with your slip and slide?
Still recharging.
I'm gonna have to go through actually afterwards and like check what my overall sub count is, because I might roll something into that for like a certain milestone of sub count due to a celebration stream. I'm not sure what I'm actually at the moment, so I'll have to look at that after stream. But I was saying earlier today to somebody that that I was coming to do this for, you know, finishing off the 100 follows and affiliate thank you. And I've got to start planning the 200 follow one soon, so I'm trying to be a little bit ahead of the game this time. Hey, Topher, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. That being said, for special event type things, I do have some spoopy shit planned for the month coming up. I've just been trying to grind on getting a little bit of like existing playthrough stuff kind of moved along. Like I was saying earlier to Trauma, we're in Act 5 right now, so maybe 2-3 more episodes over together to finish the game off and the playthrough off. And since I am gaining followers and subs too at a pretty fucking cool rate, I wanted to kind of push more on the holy shit thank you guys, and that's why I said I was like, okay, well I gotta fucking think of what I'm gonna do for 200 followers now. So I have it kind of prepped and ready, because the 100 followers sort of took me by surprise. I was kind of thinking about it, then suddenly it was just like, you have 100 followers. Oh fuck! That's a milestone. You didn't hit on? You haven't hit it?
Not ready.
Oh. So I misread that as Lex Boogie saying it. I was like, you didn't hit it? Fuck, bro, you're over 100 followers. You have to be. And then I re-looked and I was like, wait, no. I have to get the D2R still. That'll actually be my first real experience with classic Diablo. I tried D2 way back in the day on my PC in college, but it didn't really work well for me. I had CD key issues and shit like that where it wouldn't work. I got to play, I think I might have made it to, I think the first boss is Andariel. I think I might have made it to her and then it fucking shat out on itself. I definitely didn't get to beat her. Shit! But D2R is on the list of things for us to pick up. As is, I've got to pick up the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster because it's Mass Effect. And in case anybody did not know, if that shows up on screen, that's the mark of a fanboy. That's the N7 emblem, where it sits on Shepard's armor, tattooed on my chest. Oh, dude, I've beaten that trilogy I don't know how many fucking times, and I'm still finding new shit. I love that trilogy so fucking much. And I got this and was that much of a fanboy before, when I'm just playing this straight trilogy, before playing any of the expansion shit, before playing the multiplayer. And yeah, I warned her going in that, you know, there was... No, I tried Andromeda, I wanted to like it, but Jesus Christ, it was a dumpster fire. And I got to it after it had been patched from the original, like, horrible dumpster fire, where it wasn't just fucking breaking all over the place, but... I really, really wanted to like it. I did. I did like the change in more fluid cover system and then having the jump jets and stuff like that, where you could more actively use like levitation and firing position like that, where you could just boost up and jump on somewhere and then have an elevated position to fire down at people. I liked the way a lot of that worked, and the kind of quicker movement, and the idea of exploring a whole new galaxy and kind of charting it was really cool. It's just, it ran into all sorts of technical problems, and then there were spots here and there where it felt too loose. Like, all of your direction was just kind of suddenly gone. It was like, alright, like, I'm loving having the galaxy to play with and explore here, but it is a Mass Effect game. Like, I want to have that feel of an overarching epic fucking plot that I'm embroiled in. I'm pretty sure we are still getting... I haven't seen anything on it in a long-ass fucking time. But I remember when they initially teased the newest Dragon Age that's coming out. What the fuck is it? I don't even remember what the hell that one's called. I want to say Trespasser, but it was like, no, that's one of the Inquisition expansions. Anyways, the next one is following what happens after that with Solus now being taken over. But when they originally announced that and had the tiniest little like teaser trailer that just basically showed a little like rotating emblem and then said Dragon Age 4, when they initially dropped that, there was like a half-second fucking cock tease of a flash title that said Mass Effect 5, and then they've dropped it, and I'm like, and then for the longest time after that, I was like, did I fucking just hallucinate that? Because I didn't see anything else about it anywhere. And then they confirmed that, no, we did say something that we are eventually going to do a Mass Effect 5, and it was just like, I'm not crazy, holy fuck yes. Please don't let it be another Andromeda. Take some of the cool aspects of the things that you put in Andromeda, cool, but take the lessons from it as well. Don't migrate it through 5 different fucking teams and studios and then expect it to come out as a cohesive project when nobody was coordinating or talking together, and it was kind of more of just a weird competition. And oh, Baldorf, you have to, dude. They're so good. They are so good.
I can't carry anymore.
Like, you want to talk about a... There have been good video game stories before. Nothing touches Mass Effect, in my opinion, to be honest. There have been some really fucking good stories, but the way that Mass Effect integrates it and works it, how the fact that in the trilogy, you can make a decision in the first game that will affect how the third game plays out for you. And that continuity through there, and all of them, you can do it as long as you make sure, like, what you do is because it just reads your previous save file and, like, ports the world state, and then you move forward. Hey, Pants, how you doing? But it's that continuity and that level of... And like I said, I've beaten the trilogy many times, and I am still finding new shit. That continuity to the story, that depth to the story, that actual feel that your choices and the things you did in the game fucking mattered is incredible. And yeah, like Taya said, I warned her going in. I will warn you guys going in too. There are parts in the other games. There is the Overlord expansion in Mass Effect 2. It's a really good expansion, but Jesus Christ, the end thing in that will... It's gonna fuck with you, like, really bad. I'm not going to spoil anything other than holy fucking shit, like I literally wanted to jump into the game and murder the dude. And then Mass Effect 3 is going to punch you right in the feels a lot. A lot. Oh, dude. Well, the good news is when you have the money for it, they have the remastered trilogy now. And, so you get the even more special, sexy version. And it's all in one package. Like, you don't have to worry about trying to gather all the pieces and the DLCs and shit like that. It's all there. The only thing they didn't include, and I thought I heard them talk about putting it in there, because I don't know why they didn't, was an updated version of the multiplayer. Because, guys, if nobody's ever played the Mass Effect multiplayer, oh my god! Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, now, it's BioWare, so they never just wanted to tack on a multiplayer mode. They wanted to do multiplayer since the first Mass Effect, but they didn't want it to just be, oh, we just threw multiplayer on there because reasons. They wanted it to have a story connection. So when Mass Effect 3 hits, and basically it's the galaxies at war, that made sense for a time to do multiplayer. Because the characters that you play in multiplayer, and by the way, you get to play, you're not just playing a human, you can play a human, multiple different humans. You have all your 6 classes that are in the game, and there's about 20 characters in each bracket across all the races in Mass Effect. Except for, like, the Hanar. You don't get to play a fucking squid clit, but other than that, even the Volus. You can play a fucking Volus. The little fat gas balls, like, I want something that says, I own this room. I own you. You can play as the fucking little bowling ball, dude. Like, it was one of my favorite characters to do because it was a raffle the whole fucking time. The Vanguard class? Oh, dude, it's so fucking good. And I was so mad that they didn't bring that through. Pants, you really got to pick up the trilogy and play through it, man. It's so worth it. That was the only thing about like the remastered trilogy when they dropped it that I was like, "Aw." This is like, but no multiplayer. I was like, "But dude, I want to play as my cool ass Quarian and Asari and shit in like full proper now model HD. Come on." You know those lobbies at fucking use your punt legs. Flop them around. That multiplayer was so much fun. Like, literally, I could probably boot up my actual Mass Effect 3 on my Xbox right now and probably still get a lobby. There are still people playing the original Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and that is a game that came out 10 years ago. That one came out in 2012 as well. Fuck, bags are full. Gotta go back to town. You stay there, I'll be back.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it.
Did you ever have to work for it? No. You probably just got it handed to you from Mommy and Daddy.
Just show them.
Can I just stab him, please?
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us.
Oh yeah, it drops
I think he's jealous.
Monday, I think?
What nonsense are you spouting?
I think it's the 12th?
Of course I think he'll save us. And I have just the things he'll need to do the job.
Monday, Tuesday, I think it's one of those days.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
The Prophet's magic worked. It kept you safe.
My sisters died. Why them and not me?
When we leave companions behind, we carry their burdens forward. Leah, Cain, I carry on for them.
I cannot simply feel sorry for myself. I must discover the truth.
Probably 2 weeks back now, they did the big initial update. Hearth and Home came through. Both with good news and bad news. They they dropped it and went, good news, Hearth and Home's finally here, guys, because they had pushed it back a little bit to try to make sure it could mesh with existing code. And that comes to the bad news, where they went, we couldn't get it to do that. So, as much as it's probably going to suck, we recommend that you restart everything.
You seem so sad.
So I had to restart.
My city destroyed.
Hold on, I'm going to stop because I don't remember them actually having this conversation before.
We share the same grief and the same pain.
Alright, upright. Now, kiss! Kiss! Yeah, that was my thing, is I had the social stream Valheim that I had going. That's a reboot, because I had one going on another island with a couple people, and I had lots of time put into that island. Now, we were only on the first island, because I like the way I like to do it. Yeah, I had built a couple. The way I like to do it, we were initially take a boat, and then do like a lap of the island just so we have kind of it framed in, and then work on slowly getting the land pieces, right? Because you can't run in a forest right away or you're getting fucking murked. But we had the main village and then built one way down on the far end, and we're building that up, and then that happened. And I tried it off stream the one day. I booted my Stygander one up and on Sovngarde one up, and it was immediately starting to get wonky. It was like, well, fuck. There goes a couple 100 hours. Gotta restart. But as painful as that was, this new seed for Sovngarde 2.0, dude, holy fuck. One, it rolled a bigger island than I have ever fucking seen in this. Like, we couldn't do the lap. We did a couple other things, and we went to go do the lap. We got maybe halfway around the whole fucking island. Because you know how the Valkyrie drops you in, right? And then you see the path that you dropped on? There was another little piece of land down here on the path to the island that I thought was a completely other island. No. Whoop! The fucking island is that massive and wraps around. We found Ike Theory right off the hop, right? Because it marks it for you. But on our sail over, found a fucking altar for the Elder. I'm wondering if there's anything else in there because we didn't make the whole circumference of the island. It's stupid massive. We hit that certain point, and then both my other guys were like, okay, I gotta go to bed. One had to make sure he got up in the morning to dad because he had his kid, and the other one had to start work at fucking 5 in the morning, so he's like, alright, I've gotta go get some fucking sleep. So we had to turn the raft around and fucking book it back. And the other thing that was really cool is, you know the Leviathans that you mine the chitin off of for the harpoons for the fucking sea serpents? Yeah, well, I was making our starting village on 2.0, which you drop in here, starting village is right here. There's a boar stone right here, so we always have handy fucking hunting stuff. And then, while I'm making the village, look out off the beach. 100, 200 feet out in the water, there's 2 Leviathans sitting right there. Alright. Let me rejigger this shit.
You ever think about making positive changes in your life? I don't.
I am glad we were able to talk, Cormac. I feel like I know you better now.
Should be good enough to see. Let me know if the camera's fucked up. Squad thrusts. Squad press. Yeah, no, I gotta tilt it. Just making sure my other setup is back in place now. So it takes a minute. camera's on my laptop. So what I gotta do is pull it off, clip it to my phone on the extendable webcam arm, which is my second screen, and then spin that around so you can get a view of me actually doing the push-ups. Or arm curls or what have you.
I would like to know you even better, Irena.
What does that
Oh, Jesus, Cormac! Oh, Jesus, Cormac!
Oh, well then. Yes.
Oh, that was awkward as fuck. I would like to know you even better, Irena. Is it a kid? That's a kid. That's a fence.
Stay armed. That's what I always say.
Alright, you're a two-hander, aren't you? Mr. Schmidt's Reaver. Yeah, two-handed. It is not his spec. Slap that thing in there. The Arrogance of Harold. It's a great book title.
You there, pauper. This diamond ring in exchange for safe passage out of the city?
But Harold, that's my wedding ring.
It's all we have left. Of course, if somebody had thought to grab her jewelry box.
I have no time to escort cowards.
Also, a lesson in etiquette, fuckface. You want somebody to do something for you? Don't start with, you there, pauper. That's a good way to have the barbarian punch your fucking face in. Okay? Bye.
My son's ship docked in Bramwell today. I thought he'd be safe there, but now I hear rumors. Give me a weapon. I need to get to Bramwell.
You are a brave woman, but dying will not help your son.
He's right.
You'll find no glory here, adventurer. Corpses can't sing your praises.
But the survivors can. Also, I mean, what we got for options today? French toast? It's a fucking French toast. Alright, I'll be back with you in a minute. Like I had said earlier, these smokes aren't bad, but they're packed a little tight. So I gotta kind of roll it and drop a little tobacco at the end to actually smoke it properly. Like, roll it out. Any of my pot smokers, you will know what I'm talking about. It's that final check to make sure your joint's gonna smoke all right after you roll it. That little... Make sure there's enough space between the leaves to actually allow some airflow and smokage.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
He's a decent person. No, this is a cigarette. I don't have any weed left. Currently.
Despite his superstitious views, Rakis ruled as a just and fair.
I usually, for streaming and gaming, I usually don't roll joints anyways.
Son Corsic, who attempted to eradicate the barbarian tribes of the north.
Just because you'll have the times where it's sitting like this, right, and burning, and if it's weed, I don't want to waste that weed. I just pack pipe bowls and I'll fucking take a couple hits and then tamp it out. I was just referencing rolling a joint for what I had to do to make sure they smoke okay. Because these, like I said, these smokes are packed a little tight and they don't smoke okay. You gotta like reef on them if you don't give them a little kind of rollover to loosen up.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
It had
Herself, itself?
I don't know that the world will ever
'Cause,
understand what it took to face such pure evil.
Realistically, at that point, Diablo was trans.
The rest does not matter.
It was, you know, male essence, but came out of a female body, and there was still... If you listen to it, you can still hear Jennifer Hale, i.e. the... Yeah, it is. Most of the... It's legal. There's a pot shop, like, 2 blocks down the road where I've been buying my pot for the most part lately. There's also one right across the fucking street from us that just opened. Used to be a KFC, and then the KFC went under, and it was like, oh, what's that gonna be? And then it said a weed shop. And then COVID hit, so it took a really long time for it to open, and they finally just opened. I have to actually check them out still.
Commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would
But it's
become
kind of
a
awesome.
soldier, like him.
Fucking pot shop right across the road, or 2 blocks up the fucking road.
I grew up on stories of
And the one that's just up the road, I know like 4 people that work there.
That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth.
And the rest of them have gotten to know me quick enough that I don't even have to fucking show my ID coming up anymore, unless it's somebody new that happens to be working.
Have you had any luck with that sliver?
No, but it is our only hope of learning Malthael's plans. To defeat him, we must know where he is and what he is trying to do. The answer must be here. I just have to find it. Too many innocents have already died.
To be fair, I mean, I think I do kind of stand out from your average person.
How have you been able to hold out this long against the Reapers?
Actually, that reminds me, over this weekend, started in on a while ago and kind of forgot a little bit with all the insanity and brain kind of going all over the place, but I do have a cancel license in process.
Why haven't you sent for reinforcements from other cities? Bramwell, Kingsburg.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
And I did actually get a call the other day related to that, and I just had to let them know I actually have to finish getting the cancel license, but... So, eventually, after a little while, if I get that, and I'm not liking the job I currently got signed up for, I could probably look into doing that. I would enjoy that more, to be honest. But for right now, the factory work will work because it's fairly steady hours, and we'll pay fairly decent because it's midnights and there's a shift premium. And midnights works for me. Most of the time, I'm up at night. A couple of the people in here can attest to that. Most of the time, they're late night streamers. I lurk in their streams, or I'm streaming, or just hanging out late at night. That's generally when I'm up.
I can't do that here.
Okay, we're back. Had to empty the bags and, have some conversations, but we're back to the beaten. Thank you for so patiently waiting, corpse friends. Ever since the tender age of like 13 or 14 or so, like right when I started hitting the heavier swing of puberty, this is just when I've had my energy has been nighttime. And I've tried to adjust it, I've tried to switch around to the normal clock. It doesn't work out well for me. I could do it for a little bit, but I eventually start burning out and feeling like shit. If I'm meant to be somewhere or be up for like 7 in the morning, I'm just gonna fucking stay up all night and still be awake at 7 in the morning. Because otherwise I'll just be a pissy zombie. Give me the dabblage. Dabblage! Thank you. Alright, bring your bats. Bring your bats. Come on. Extra dabblage.
I can't.
Bump. Oh, hello! I heard you guys hissing. I wasn't sure where the hell you were coming from, though.
Need more time.
It's okay, and I just thought of another thing. It's like how I was laughing earlier at Cormac's kind of awkward outburst about, I like you! So I read it up. He got me with another one. I'd suggest it, man. This game is fucking fun as hell. It's fucking 10 years old and I'm still enjoying and playing the shit out of it, so. Now, I mean, that somewhat pales in comparison to, let's say, original Quake or Ultimate Doom that, yeah, they've had kind of, original Quake just got a remaster and Doom had a somewhat remaster port thing, but other than that, they're still the original games. That fucking came out in 93 and 96 respectively, and I still play the shit out of those and love those.
Still recharging.
Actually, oh yeah, I've had it in different versions. I had it on my 360 first, I had it on the Xbone, and then I tried it on PC. I didn't really like it on PC. D2R I'm gonna get on PC. I appreciate the fact that they did make it available for console players. I think that's cool. But with the differences in style for how it is, D3 I feel works much better as a console game. I do. The setup for it, the pacing difference and stuff like that. And this. That dodge roll is fucking everything. Especially as a melee character, dude. I still have to get it. But, no, with the stylistic differences and stuff like that, I feel like this works much better as a console game. Not having that dodge roll, especially as somebody who mains barbs, is fucking horrible. And just the movement and shit like that in general felt really weirdly stilted on PC. The Crusader. Barbs can be tanky. Barbs can be tanky as shit too, but yeah, Crusader's like your main heavy tank class. Fuck, you can build a monk to be a tank, even. Dex tank. And that's one of the things that I appreciated as well about the difference in approach for how D3 went. Is that there's more viable options for your builds. Okay, you might not be able to take it and do it on full, like, you know, high-level torments with that build or whatever, but you can still play around and have a character with whatever fucking build you want, provided you turn this on. Right there, elective mode. Anybody who's playing D3, you're not doing it right unless you have that on. Because it infinitely opens up your builds to way more things. With that on, I stated earlier, but I've got a couple new people in the chat now. With that on, I could literally sit here for a year and make nothing but barbarians and probably constantly have different builds. Then when you factor in the cube and some of the legendary weapons and items and like some of the effects and the powers that they have, yeah, I could make barbs for a year and never come up with the same build. And I like that. I like that flexibility to play around with different playstyles.
Such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions.
I feel like the old setup for it, well, more traditional RPG, didn't allow for that as much. There was a lot of, it seemed like, from what I remember of it and what I've heard talking to people about it, is there was a lot of kind of like dead end or dud skills that you just had to put points into to get something you wanted. And that was something that always bothered me about certain talent trees in World of Warcraft. Now, granted, they overhauled them and kept changing them with expansions or patches or updates and shit like that. But like, for example, anybody who played WoW in the old days, for a long time, the druid trees were a fucking mess. You had Feral, but Feral had two different specs. You had Kitty DPS or you had Bear Tank. But they were all mashed into one fucking skill tree, and sometimes, even though you wanted to be a bear tank, you had to take a kitty DPS skill to have enough points to be able to unlock the next bear thing you wanted. That was just backwards and weird to me. So eventually they just split it into 4 talent trees. Feral was kitty DPS, and Guardian was bear tank. And that made a lot more sense and was a lot better, a lot cleaner.
Need more time. I won't do that.
Ah, sneaky corpse pile in the corner.
Impossible.
Give it the dabblage.
I can't.
Take that. Give Linden some help. Oh, dabblage, I see you. Never mind, I don't need you. I guess I do. Suck it, big boy.
What was that?
That would be Urzael.
Urzael?
Urzael is the
Yeah, we'll get to
angel
him in the
who
next
commands
episode.
Malgael's forces in this city. I think you
I feel like
made
this
him
is a good
angry.
cutting off point for this stream.
Let us get to the
So we'll get back to town
I need to
and
see
shit
if
like that.
Tyrael has made any progress.
Because yeah, it's kind of a good point to just pop it back to the Enclave. It's where the plot drops us. Okay, so I gotta go back out here and fast travel, it seems. Oh, fuck it. I got the quick portal. What am I doing? We'll go back, talk to everybody, get the conversational shit.
Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose my soul.
Do you even have one? Fucking douche nozzle.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy. I'll never see it again.
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
Relax, Hadrig.
I don't feel like talking right now.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
They're dicks!
It is true. One of the angels has gone mad. I am going to put him and his followers down like the dogs they are.
Good.
Alright, which means Lyndon's got another thing to talk about.
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
Cormac, he is the leader of the Templar. The order most likely acts at his command.
Hate to break it to you, Cormy.
You are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you.
Cormy, you naive bastard. Oh, okay, so he's got his quest up.
When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic.
Alright, so we might have a tiny little bit of extra.
Reminded me of the Viscera's magic.
Because I might go, think I'm gonna go do Cormy's loyalty quest.
Those Viscerae died hundreds of years ago. The mages of today would not be seeking revenge.
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
Okay.
Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
You must do whatever you can to set things right.
So yeah, we're gonna get an extra 10 minutes or so going to do Cormy's loyalty
going
quest.
Against my entire Order, I could use a good friend by my side. How about two?
That's the spirit, Lyndon.
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
This could go badly. You must be ready for anything.
Cormac, everyone says you helped slay Azmodan and Belial.
He did.
They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar. It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester. You're in luck. He's
Oh, I
here.
didn't get around to the
Standing
other...
orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
I didn't end up finishing the thought about where Core made me laugh another time before. I was texting back and forth with somebody and just being my usual kind of flirty self, and just as I had sent something flirty, Cormac charged a mob and goes, "I will impale you!" I died. It was just too fucking funny. Fuck your tables!
Proclamation from the Maester. It's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
Because he didn't want to.
Mistakes. You just make a lot of them.
Because he didn't want to, Courtney.
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Yay, zealots. Oh, normally that blows up and kills people.
Nothing to do with Jorgnar's corruption, Cormac. You're a hero.
This also feels like weirdly... Namal's like, "Hey, Cormac!" This doesn't feel like a setup to you at all, bro?
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to you.
Bring me that whip.
Well, drink some tea and get some rest.
Purify this initiate.
How about no?
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all.
That's cute that you think I can't see you guys doing that.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind.
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Fuck you. Bob. And then he runs away like a pansy. Kill him. They're all a bunch of pansies.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men given to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons, or the blind self-righteousness of the angels.
What the fuck do you think you're doing? That sounds pretty blind and self-righteous to me, dude. Fights in tight spaces. Ow, you dick. No, because you just wouldn't lay down and be a good little soldier. Fuck you. Fucking cockmeister.
I must wait longer.
Fuck you and your healing, bitch. Okay, well somebody's whomping on fucking Linden pretty hard. Ah! I'll take that tablet. Thank you. Hey, there's a legendary shield. Guess who gets that? Cormy, you just got an upgrade, bro.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order.
So let's check out what this shield is. No, you just okay. You can only 2 copies. That's weird. Why did I get 2? Okay, that one's got a socket. Less strength, less vitality, life per second, critical chance. That one freezes longer. Blocks for an ass load more. Alright. Oh, fuck, it's Linden right now. So we're gonna have to switch out when we get back to town and hand core me that. Yeah, also. Stop. Snork, snork, snork.
The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order, as if I was not a true Templar.
Your beliefs were hollow. The ideas that were beaten into your mind could never reach your heart. So what will you do with your life now? What will you believe in?
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar.
Okay, and he's done with that, so let's switch around and talk to Linden.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to.
Oh, okay, so I guess we're gonna get his now, too.
Do what you must.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
So it seems like an extra 15.
Get to Kingsport if Westmarch is overrun.
All right, I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will die in the Kingsport dungeons if I don't act now.
Yep, it's gonna get that, so.
Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him.
Alright, so loyalty, because these are my friends.
Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Linden?
Wait, this is not right.
That is no guard.
Oh no! How the fuck would a Westmarch guard know who Linden is?
He's our friend.
Fuck out of here!
Infiltrated the entire dungeon?
You really angered them, friend.
Again, that just seems like a Not overly smart move on their part in the middle of a fucking apocalypse. How about you, brigand? Okay, well, we're gonna go hook that other side there first. Because I think it's just a quick little dead end. But loot.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help.
Oh, so it dropped Cormy. Okay. But that's fine. I think they updated that too, because I don't remember actually being able to have them with you when doing the loyalty missions before. I don't remember having the ability to switch them out in the mission at all. So, I think that's a new thing. Just like some of the new voice lines.
Impossible. Back to hell, dog.
Bitch. Take that. Got all the loot first. Edlin's cell.
Die for what you did tonight.
Die for what she did to who?
I can't.
I don't know this person you're referring to, buddy. Or what I did to them that made you so angry. Here, taste my axe.
My deep sense is tingling.
Okay, so that's the only one that can open.
Edmund.
I am sorry, my friend.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
His death is not your fault. He was slain before we came to Westmarch.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. I know it is hard, but we must leave.
Yeah, I gotta switch out to be able to talk to him real quick, though.
You cannot blame yourself for what happened, Lyndon.
And then I gotta grab a couple more conversational pieces, and then we're gonna wrap the stream. But thank you everybody who came out, hung out, talked in chat, lurked. I appreciate all of you very, very much. That's kind of the vein of what this playthrough was going through in the first place, was holy shit, guys, thank you. And I'm gonna have to think up what I'm gonna do for 200 followers before too much fucking longer, because the rate I'm going, that's not gonna be far away.
They will run when they see us.
You are a quiet sort, Serena. Sneak back home and fetch some of our savings.
But the streets are crawling with those horrid creatures.
That's precisely why you must go, dearest. Nobody notices you.
Such a fucking douche.
Why fight so hard? Thousands are dead. What do another dozen matter?
All right, generic pessimist guy.
Are taking people's souls? This is madness.
After Corellan's death, the crown passed to Justinian I, through a somewhat convoluted interpretation of Zakharum's scripture. Thus began the Justinian dynasty. Seen as usurpers by many, the Justinians suffered nearly constant challenges to their rule. Finally, during the reign of Justinian III, a full-fledged insurrection broke out in the outlying region of Carthage.
Like they're trying to do again now? In the middle of fucking Reaper apocalypse? Like, how dumb are you?
Get out of here. Hide in the vault anywhere.
He's been agitated ever since he mentioned the woman. Who was she? Did she start the fire?
Looking for something. Something hidden.
I don't know what to do. He's getting worse. I fear he will not live much longer.
If I remember correctly, too, if you remember to come back and talk to him and figure out all the things while you're here, I'm pretty sure the woman he saw and ran into was fucking Adria.
I was telling you about Lyria, wasn't I? Oh, she was so beautiful that Durgis was determined to make her his own. Oh, yes, he pursued her relentlessly, showering her with gifts and attention until she succumbed and agreed to become his wife. But Durgis' jealousy was so great, he hid Lyria high in the heavens, far away from the reach of men and gods.
Honey?
Yes.
Have one of your smokes.
A jealous man finds it hard to make room for anything else in his life.
Yes, that was Durgis. Desire was his very nature.
And he does have a little bit more.
Zai was the greatest thief, and he wanted Lyria. He waited patiently for a night when Lyria's path hid her behind the silver moon.
I don't think there's one for Hadrian, because technically you did a quest for him when you met him. But
Side, you see,
I know that his Shen's comes through at some point as another loyalty quest.
Watch from below as she drifted across the ocean of
Some point here in Act 5. That was another thing that I did like about when they brought Act 5 in, is they kind of brought your followers that they had there the whole time when they were laying these bits of story out for, they kind of brought that into the game proper, where you can do more about it and talk to them about it and eventually get the legendary or the loyalty quest where you go do the thing that they've been talking about, or was their personal motivation behind all their shit the whole time. I thought that was kind of cool too, is it brings it more full circle and it feels more like a complete real experience. Okay, now I just gotta go up here and talk to Lorath and the stone. Well, that did a thing.
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a great man.
Stay a while, listen.
Better death. Had he lived, many things might have been different.
Could one man make such a difference?
Now is not the time to speak of this. We have a city to save.
Lorath's got nothing else. Let me talk to the stone. Stern. All right.
Look, the sliver is changing. Malthael is doing something to the Black Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
We cannot stop
the other
him
reason why
unless we
Miriam
know
doesn't have
what
anything to
he's
say, because
planning
she's
to
there
do
right
next.
now. There it is. And that's what he's planning to do next. Send in the big angry fireball, known as Urzael.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls
And that
of
motherfucker is a
Westmarch.
fight.
It is time for him to die. Where
Next
is he?
episode.
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. You should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Comes to all. Death comes to all. Yourself.
What do you know of Urza?
Lore!
He is Malthael's lieutenant.
Round it out with some lore.
He does his master's
And then I'm gonna have to back out and see who's up to host. Or to raid.
Why didn't Malthael kill you in the tomb of Rakus?
Then I've got to do some housework.
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have
And then
blood in me.
we'll
And
check
therefore
in.
Malthael does
Where'd
not
he go?
see me as his
Ah, he's
enemy.
gone. I'll check in to see if you're still up though.
We killed the
Except,
Lords of Hell.
see if you're still online.
That is of no
See if I can get your run through.
You are half demon,
Couple power
and
levels there.
Therefore, on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Tyrael, you are still in pain.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
It is something a true warrior learns to bear. Do you have any idea why Malthael would want the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our...
I actually don't have anybody up that I'd want to raid right
Every
now, so...
scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Maybe be throwing a host at somebody in a little bit when they go
We
online.
do not know what it is.
Lorath.
Why didn't Tyrael just destroy the Black Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
And if we get it back from Malthael, we will just hide it again?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
Okay, he's got nothing new. Miriam, however, does.
What can you tell me about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire.
Yeah,
I'd watch out
no
for that
fucking
if I were
kidding.
you.
Of course. But can you tell me anything else?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
That is quite the sacrifice.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jorgnar. I never really liked that one.
No, but I'm gonna guess he gave you the good dick, Miriam. And that's not me being an asshole. If you've played this game and you talk to Miriam, she's horny. Like a lot. Alrighty. Yeah. Because he's not a dick. Alright, Cormy, you come here for a sec?
Not here.
Hey, buddy. Do I have a thing for you? Upgrade!
You again. Let us seek our fortunes together.
No, I already have that skill. I know I do. I already have the piece pulled from that. And... Alright, go through the... Westmarch is over here, right? Yeah. Go through the thing through, and hopefully it'll click a checkpoint. It should. Checkpoint, cool. Pop out. And this is going to conclude today's stream. Unfortunately, like I said, I got nobody up that I really feel like raiding right now. I do have a dear friend up, but just having kind of a just chatting, and if I was going to raid, I'd want to carry it to some more game stuff. Carry the momentum through, so... I'm going to call it here. I may be back on later tonight with some spoopy content. We'll see. Check in with my lovely wife and chief moderator there and see if maybe we do some Devour tonight or something. Which is a social game, so if anybody else has it and would like to play, probably try to get a hold of you then. So a lot of you are in my Discord, so I'll make a call out there. Other than that, like I said, I'm going to try to get to my spoopy content. Tomorrow was Friday. I have to go do an orientation thing in the morning for a new job, and then I will probably catch a little bit more sleep because it starts at 7 in the fucking morning. So I'm probably just going to be awake through, to be honest with you. Like I said earlier, trying to wake up for something at 7 in the morning is not conducive for me. It's not good. It does not end well. So I'm probably just going to burn through the fucking night and then crash a little bit when I get back from that. And then tomorrow, it's Friday, so FPS Friday. There'll probably be some Quake Champions content. Probably do some duels with Peng or somebody. Maybe have a Trauma Trainer QC. And I am going to be jumping into trying to finish up Project Warlock. Because that was an FPS Friday feature that I hit a weird wall on, and something weird happened with it. And it took me a minute to kind of figure out the way that it was going to allow me to continue, because it just seemed kind of like a bug, almost. But if you haven't checked out that game and you like first-person shooters, like retro-style first-person shooters, dude, go check it out. Project Warlock's awesome. So I've got to play back through the first couple levels of that final chapter and get it up to that boss there of the fourth and second last act. There's a fifth act to it. And then once it's there, so that'll be over the points of tonight, tomorrow, somewhat trying to get there. And then we will have the stream once I'm back to the damn boss. And hopefully I can beat him this time. If not, well then I guess we repeat this process all over again. Other than that, I've got the Resident Evil 1 Remake HD on the Xbox here to play. I've got a side-scrolling Castlevania-like Blood Rain game called Blood Rain... Fuck, my brain's just like completely derped on it right now. Blood Rain Vengeance? Something like that? My brain's not doing it. I know what it is. Betrayal. Betrayal? Fuck me. Anyways, it's a side-scrolling Blood Rain game. You know, gory vamp stuff. Figures kind of fits in the Halloween themes. I also am going to be working on getting back into and finishing up level fuck help me Harvester, because that's kind of spoopy and creepy and what the fuck themed. I mean, yeah. But so we've got Harvester to get back into. If nobody's ever heard of or seen that game, I had seen it on multiple lists of like most cursed experiences you can have in gaming. And Jesus fuck, they were not wrong. Ugh, wow. If you're curious, go check out the YouTube. All my past shit is uploaded up there, and I will be getting to the second episode of it in the continuation of trying to work towards beating it in the coming weeks here for October. I think that covers all the spoopy content ideas I had set up, other than, like I said, occasionally have a little Devour or something with some group spoopy content. I don't think I've had anything other than that. Going to be slowly working on finishing this off. Going to be slowly working through the Medieval Monday Kings of Amalur. Trying to get that on a more regular basis again to get that shit finished off. I think that is all the things I currently have running, really. There will be another Splitgate Shenanigans multiplayer night at some point, too. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I've babbled. Once again, thank you everybody who came out. Pants, Bodorf, Molly, Lex, Mama Lisa, Trauma. Thank you, all of you. And then any of the new people that popped in. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate that. I do. Hopefully you've enjoyed your time in the corner here, and as always, hopefully the content has been stimulating and satisfying to your ids. It's the point of why we come here and why we play these games. Even when I get a little ragey and like merg, I'm still most of the time having fun. That's just the rage at the. How you doing, Bardock? You came in right at the end of the stream, dude. Well, welcome to the corner. The VOD will be up soon if you want to actually check it out. Like, it should be within 15 minutes, I think, is about the turnaround for Twitch to put it up. Thank you for the biddies. So yeah, we've got maybe 2, maybe 3 more episodes to finish off this playthrough. Thank you for the follow. And then that will be a kind of a clear space to work on towards... Fuck, I don't even know what the next just straight up game playthrough I'm going to be doing. I've got a few things on the docket. Excuse me. You know what? I've been wanting to do these for a while, so I'm going to declare it now. It'll probably be starting in November after I've cleared a lot of the spoopy content out and stuff like that. Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. Now, Grim Chorizo, he was in here earlier. Give him a little shout out. Did do Banjo-Kazooie a little while ago, and he did it on an N64 emulator. I've got the HD ports on the Xbox. But I am going to be streaming through Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie because I fucking love those games. They're games I grew up with that are still fantastic. All the gameplay, the design, everything like that, it's all fucking solid. But like one of the most standout things for Banjo-Kazooie that you would talk to anybody who's played and enjoyed Banjo-Kazooie is going to be the music, which, funnily enough, kind of carries over into the Kingdoms of Amalur that I'm doing because that's the same musical director, Grant Kirkhope, who's a legend. That dude's musical tracks are insane. They're really good. If you've never heard it, like just YouTube some of the Banjo-Kazooie music. Now, it's obviously, like, got kids' game feel to it, but that shit fucking bangs! It slaps! It's good! And there have been some really fucking epic metal, like, remakes of the Banjo-Kazooie tunes. Toxic Eternity, in particular, has done some fantastic banjo metal. Anyway, again, babbled on for a little bit, so thank you all for being here. We're gonna wrap the stream here. Nobody else has come online yet to raid, so not gonna be doing that. But maybe throwing a host later, and I appreciate all of you very, very much. Seriously, was kind of the point of why I was doing this playthrough. I love D3, like I said, I've been playing it since it came out pretty much, but I had never gotten around to... I'd streamed like a little bit of dicking around in Adventure Mode and Bounty, like it's just kind of a random, but I'd never done like a dedicated, this is Diablo 3's campaign playthrough, which I do like the campaign. So it was kind of just like, you know what, I love this game, this is a fairly popular game with like a lot of people play it. Let's do the campaign for D3 for the holy shit, I hit 100 follows and then affiliate, like the next day. Thank you guys. And like I've said multiple times with the thing, I'm currently working on brewing up what the fuck I'm going to do for 200 followers because at the rate I'm going, that's not too far away. I also actually have to do another look into things after I'm done the stream here in a couple minutes and see what my current sub count is at. Now, you don't have to sub. I appreciate it if you do. It's fucking awesome, but you don't have to. You just come in to hang out is enough. I appreciate that. Even just a lurk. A lurk is still a lurv, and I lurv you for it. But we were talking about the celebration thing for this earlier, and like Spooky brought up, what about for sub? And I was like, well, I did have, like, I've got a couple subs already, but that reminds me I should probably check on what my sub count is and set, like, a rough kind of goal, I guess. Or a rough count of, okay, well, we'll do another holy shit, thanks, guys, stream. Playthrough. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just a stream, maybe a playthrough. It'll depend on what the hell I end up deciding on doing. I've got to take a look at that, but yeah, we'll have a celebration for that shit. But that does not mean you have to sub. We're out of September now, like, you don't get it off the discounted price anymore. But if you do choose to sub, I really, really appreciate it. Again, you don't have to. You being here is enough. You hanging out for the stream is enough. I think that's cool. I like that. I enjoy that. And thank you for being here. If you like what you see, yeah, thank you for the follow if you hit that too. But You know, I encourage people to talk in chat because I like to be able to engage people, but I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. If you're one of those people who likes to kind of just lurk and is not overly social and talkative, at least for the first little while of lurking in somebody's streams, that's cool. I'll note you there and I will call you out so you feel seen. I don't want to make you feel weird about it, but I don't like feeling like I'm ignoring somebody that came to watch my stream, even if you're not saying anything. I want to acknowledge your presence and thank you for being here. So, with that all said, and all of you people fucking hanging out, all of you wonderful people, thank you so much. We're gonna end the stream. See you later, guys. Might need to turn mouse back on.